Broadcasting live from the Compton Youth Academy. We get set for another ball game this summer as the Academy Barons host the Philippines baseball group. Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. My name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. Last night was a day to forget for the Barons. The pitching staff struggled in a 12-4 loss to the San Diego Bombers. 6 pitchers combined for 12 walks and put the Barons on an uphill battle as they trailed 10-2 after 3 innings. It's the first shaky performance of the summer by the Barons pitching staff. They had given up a combined 11 runs in their first 3 ball games. They are 1-3 on the young season, and we'll see if they can bounce back into the win column tonight. Philippines baseball group had the last 3 days off as they look to regroup after a disappointing start to the season. They lost their first 2 games of the season and were outscored by their opponents 18-2. Their first game was here at the Academy, a 5-1 loss Friday night, in which the PBG offense only mustered 3 hits and 4 base runners total. We'll see if they can get their bats going tonight against a familiar opponent. The Philippines baseball group is led by manager Jaden Rainieri. Assistants on the staff are Joel Martinez, Greg Granillo, and Bill Picketts. The Academy Barons are led by first-year manager James Bishop. He is joined by pitching coach AJ Monterez, assistants Lorenzo Gray, Tank Kazarian, Taishi Nakawake, and Jonathan Largas Spada. It's the second meeting between these 2 programs this season. The Barons hope to bounce back and end a 3-game losing skid. Starting lineups and first pitch when we come back.
What player on the Barons would make the best head coach? I think Jimmy. Jimmy, for sure.
Jimmy Welcher. He has all the tools.
I got to go with Jimmy, too. Welsh, he just knows ball. I think he'd be a good coach. I trust him with my kid in the future.
Going with the Tommy Gooden.
Give me Jacob Konoski.
Trevor Schmidt. Easy answer. Jimmy Welcher, Jimmy Hoffa.
Jay Klinoski.
I think the best head coach would be my boy right here, Hondo. From the sack.
I think I'd have to give it to probably one of the youngsters, probably Campo or Chip. I feel like they would make it. Campo he's our catcher. He's been calling games all summer.
Best head coach, honestly, Jimmy, probably a good pick. He's been in the game, or Klinoski. He's been in the game a while, so that's probably the best option.
Easy answer.
Back from commercial break, my name is Noah Alvarez. We have Wednesday night baseball here in the city of Compton. It was a warm one this afternoon. Temperatures reached 82 earlier today, but they've cooled off as it's 78 degrees just before first pitch. The Academy Barons are 1-3 to start the season, while the Philippines baseball group is 0-2 this year. These teams met 5 nights ago on Friday. The Barons come out on top 5-1 and hope for a similar result tonight. Let's go ahead and get you these starting lineups for both teams. In the leadoff spot for the Philippines baseball group, led by first-year manager Jaden Rainieri, it's Eric Espinoza who bats leadoff, followed by Austin Bashk. Hector Pena is the designated hitter and bats third. In the cleanup spot, it's right fielder Caden Lewis. Christian Santiago follows in the 5 spot. Third baseman Nomar Vasquez bats 6th. The 7th spot, it's catcher Dylan Tagiam. Ethan Granillo bats 8th. And rounding out the order for the visiting Philippines baseball group is Christopher Verceles. Final warm-up pitches for Gabriel Lopez. The southpaw gets his first start on the season for the Academy Barons. He's made one other appearance, pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 unearned run, picked up a strikeout, and also walked a batter. That's the line on Mr. Gabriel Lopez. He only made 1 appearance for Cal State Dominguez Hills. We'll have to get him on for an interview and find out why it was only 1 appearance. And he only pitched 2/3 of an inning. Don't want to speculate, but could have dealt with an injury this spring. Espinoza steps in. The first pitch to the center fielder misses inside. The Philippines baseball group is in their red uniforms. Just came in a couple days ago. If you were here watching the stream on Friday, they had to use their jerseys from last season, and they didn't have their new jerseys for the 2026 campaign in. Lopez fires a strike. Count evens at 1-1. Lopez from the windup. Espinoza rips it down the line, stays fair into left field. It's cut off quickly by Jackson Tyler. Throw into second, close play, but Espinoza beats it out for a leadoff double. Let's get to the defense for the Academy Barons. Behind home plate, it's Carlos Morales. Over at first base, Jason Del Villar. David Aguirre at second, Elijah Clayton at short, and Nathaniel Williams plays third base. In the outfield from right to left, Antonio Lujan, Eiji Sawamura, and Jackson Tyler gets his first start in left field this year. Started a few games in center. First pickoff move to second. Clayton saves this ball from going into center. Chance for the left fielder, Austin Bashk. Very similar starting lineup to what we saw the PBG offense use a couple days ago. Lopez peeks back at the runner. Lefty on lefty matchup, and the first pitch is above the letters. Bashk was in the starting lineup, but he batted 6th in the order, the first game of the season. Espinoza was the leadoff hitter, as he is tonight. Similar players, but a different order for the PBG offense today. It's at the letters, but it's ball 1. Quickly a 2-ball, no strike count. As a team, the Philippines baseball group, their offense has been quiet. They only have 2 doubles on the entire season through 2 games. Three straight misses from Lopez. The Barons have a lot of lefties at their disposal this season. We've seen quite a few. They have 10 on the roster. Last night, it was the southpaw Daniel Rivera who made some noise, went 3 innings for the Barons. This ball's hit softly on a 3-0 count into left field. Tyler makes the catch on the run, and Espinoza stays at second base. So they gave Bashk the green light at the top of the first. Runner stays put at second, 1 out. Thanks for tuning in to Academy Barons Baseball. We're just getting started on this warm Wednesday afternoon. I want to remind you, too, if you come to the ballpark on a Wednesday ball game, we'll have one next week as well. Here at Compton College, they have a farmer's market. Something you can check out before the game or even between innings. Although the lines do get pretty long. First pitch to Hector Pena is downstairs. Pena's a designated hitter. Bats in the 3 spot. Next pitch is fouled straight back. Pena leads the team with a .250 batting average. They've only scored 2 runs through 2 ball games. It's been a struggle offensively. Batting average sits under 100 as a team. Espinoza's at second. Next pitch, fouled back. 2 strikes on Pena. In fact, that hit by Espinoza is his first on the season. And in this starting lineup, there's a few other players with hits that are not in the lineup. But now Espinoza is the 3rd player in the lineup with a hit this season. Pena has 1, Christian Santiago has 1, and now Espinoza. Everyone else hitless on the season. They've only played 2 games. Next pitch from Lopez. That's at the knees. Strike 3. Second out of the inning. Pena goes down looking. It's all up to Caden Lewis here for the PBG offense to move that runner and hope to strike first. Barons are in their traditional navy blue uniforms, white bottoms, led by manager James Bishop. First year as the manager, but 17 seasons as an assistant for the Barons. First pitch sails outside. Lopez on the mound, native to Arcadia. You have players from all across Southern California here on this roster. He's one of 3 players from Cal State Dominguez Hills. Native to La Puente, actually. He went to Arcadia High School. 1-0 the count to Lewis. He sends the next pitch foul, right side. Lewis gets the start in right field. 5 nights ago on opening night, he batted cleanup. And he finished the ball game 0 for 4. There was a lot of 0-fers and the PBG offense that night. 3 hits as a team and a 5-1 loss to the Academy Barons. Aguirre holds the runner at second. Lopez delivers. That's ball 2. Last year, Philippines finished 3-19. Their batting average was at .222. It's their second year as an affiliate team here to the California Collegiate League. Large portion of their players are from L.A. Pierce College, 7 to be exact. Power fastball. Lopez puts it by Lewis, and there's 2 strikes. Espinosa still at second, 2-2 count, 2 outs. Lewis steps back in. Lopez from the third base side of the rubber. Next pitch. Lewis can't connect. That's the 3rd out of the inning. Lopez gives off the leadoff double to start the inning, but settles in nicely as he retires the next 3 batters in the PBG lineup. My name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in to Academy Barons Baseball here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. Academy Barons have 3 home games this week. They played 1 last night. Tonight is their second, and then they host another game Sunday. We'll get you the schedule later on, but before the bottom of the first, let's get you the starting lineups for your Academy Barons. In the leadoff spot, it's shortstop Elijah Clayton. Batting second and playing center field, it's Eiji Sawamura, the Japanese native. Antonio Lujan bats third, while Jason Del Villar bats in the cleanup spot. Bryce Morrison gets his first start of the summer and bats 5th. Nathaniel Williams is in the 6th spot. Jackson Tyler plays left field and bats 7th. David Aguirre back in the starting lineup. He bats 8th. Rounding out the order is the catcher Carlos Morales. That's the starting lineup for manager James Bishop. He's a native to Linwood. Spent 12 years in the minor leagues. Spent some couple seasons after or overseas, and then moved back home to be a coach here at the Academy. He's been involved since the Academy's opening in 2006 in some form or fashion. He's coached a lot of these players as they were growing up through the Academy. Guys like Isaac Ocampo, Nigel Buckley, and many others, which we'll get into later on in the broadcast. On the mound for the Philippines baseball group is Ronan Nuki. Didn't appear in any ball games this past season. He's dealing with an injury. He spent his freshman season, or his second season, at Fullerton College. Last year was a member of the L.A. Pierce spring roster. However, did not appear in any ball games. We'll get to the defense for the PBG, led by manager Jaden Rainieri. In the outfield from right to left, Caden Lewis, Eric Espinoza, and Austin Bashk. Nomar Vasquez is at the hot corner. Christian Santiago man short. Christopher Verceles is at second. And Ethan Granillo is at first base. Dylan Tagium gets the start behind the dish. Starting lineups for the visiting Philippines baseball group. Elijah Clayton steps in. Clayton gets his 4th start of the year. Bunt attempt. Clayton puts one down. A chance for Nuki. He comes off the mound and makes a clean throw over to first. First pitch bunt attempt. Clayton does have elite speed, but that time unable to beat out the throw. You mentioned this is the second of 3 games for the Academy Barons here at home this week. They have 2 on the road this weekend. Friday, June 12th, they travel to Pasadena to take on the Arroyo Seco Saints. And then on Saturday, they travel to Santa Barbara to take on the Foresters. That's the upcoming schedule for the Academy Barons. They have tomorrow off. First pitch downstairs to Sawamura. Clayton retired, bottom of the first inning, 1 out. Sawamura, a native to Matsuyama, Japan. Spent last season at Eastern New Mexico. 2 balls and no strikes. Sawamura is in the transfer portal. Will be a senior this upcoming season as he looks for a new home this summer. Pulls back the bunt attempt. That's 3 straight balls from Ronan Nuki. Nuki did make 2 appearances for Fullerton College in the 2025 season. 2 2/3 of an inning, 4 strikeouts, for the Fullerton Hornets. That's strike one of the at-bat. Sawamura gets his third start of the season, a 200 hitter, but he does have 4 stolen bases on the year. He leads the team in that category, and he works himself on via the walk. Great speed on the base paths for the Academy Barons. Let's see if they put him in motion quickly. A chance for Antonio Lujan, switch hitter. Spent this past spring, or the past 2 springs, at Azusa Pacific. However, he's in the transfer portal. And Azusa Pacific announced this year that they're transitioning from the Division II level to Division III. A chance for the first baseman, Granillo, over to second for 1. However, the throw back to first base out of play. Lujan will get a fielder's choice. They get the lead runner, Sawamura. It's important for the Philippines because Sawamura has elite speed.
For the Barons in the cleanup spot, first baseman, number 23, Jason DeLeon.
Two outs. Lujan at first. Nuki's first pitch to Del Villar, south of the zone. Del Villar comes in as the league's leading home run hitter. 3 home runs in 4 ball games. He gets his 5th start on the year, and he leads the team in that category. A workhorse. Oh. Second pitch of the at-bat hits him. So after the hit by pitch, there's runners on first and second, 2 outs. Chance for Bryce Morrison. He just graduated Gar High School and will be a USC Trojan this upcoming season. First pitch to Morrison, off speed, and he sends it foul. Nuki has made 1 appearance for the Philippines baseball group this season. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, all of which were earned, 2 strikeouts. Lunging at another pitch, he fouls it off. Two-strike count on Morrison. And he chases one downstairs. Nuki puts one in the dirt. The catcher, Tagia, makes the throw to first. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. So after 1 complete inning, we're scoreless here at the Compton Youth Academy. Top of the 2nd when we come back. Back here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. My name is Noah Alvarez. If you're tuning in for one of the members of the Academy Barons, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll get a notification every time we go live from the Compton Youth Academy. We'll stream all the home games and all the visiting games. You'll have to tune in to the opposing team live stream. Most of them are on YouTube. I think all of them are on YouTube. First pitch from Gabriel Lopez to Christian Santiago is down and away. It's the top of the second inning. The Philippines had a leadoff double, but they stranded the runner at second base. Next pitch from Lopez is a strike. It's the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the PBG offense. Nice job by Carlos Morales to frame that ball, but it's ruled ball 2. We'll get you some scores from around the California Collegiate League. Santiago's next pitch pulled foul down the first baseline by a couple of inches. We'll get you those scores from around the CCL, but I'm sure a lot of you are into basketball and the NBA Finals, and there is a score update. San Antonio Spurs lead 41-22 over the New York Knicks at the end of the first quarter. So we'll keep tabs on that game as well. Santiago goes down swinging. 3 straight strikeouts for Gabriel Lopez on the mound. He's found a groove. Smooth operator on the mound, native to La Puente. Second appearance on the year. It's his first start. Pitched Saturday against the Arroyo Seco Saints. He was the second pitcher used behind Jared Galang. Again, in this first week of action, after he fires a first pitch strike to Nomar Vasquez. But this first week, pitching coach A.J. Monterez told us that each pitcher will go about 1 or 2 innings as he tries to see what he has this summer, and then next week he'll settle them in their roles. So expect Lopez to get his last inning of work here. One ball and 2 strikes to Vasquez. Ball's in into the air, foul, out of play. Vasquez steps back in. 1 out, nobody on base. That ball's on the corner, ruled strike 3. Make it 4 straight strikeouts for Lopez on the mound. 2 have been looking, 2 have been swinging. Dominant performance thus far for Mr. Lopez. What a luxury it is for the Barons to not only have so many reliable arms, but reliable lefty arms. If the offense can follow suit, this could be a very dangerous Barons team. Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Tagiam. Next pitch runs inside. Count evens at 1-1. Lopez sits at 86-87 with his fastball. Good shape to his breaking ball, and he uses that well. Throws strikes both on the east and west side of the zone. So swing and miss from Tagiam. He's down in the count 0-2. Tagiam is another player who spent some time at the community college level at Saddleback before spending 2 seasons at the Masters University, an NAIU school. 1-2, and he punches it into right center field. Sawamura cuts it off quickly and limits Tagiam to just a single. But that ends a streak of 5 straight batters retired by Lopez on the mound, but also ends the streak of 4 straight strikeouts. A 2-out base runner for the PBG offense. Ethan Granillo gets a chance to hit. 2 hits in the ball game for PBG. And pretty cool story as we incorporate that throughout the broadcast. The Philippines baseball group doing what the name says. They're trying to grow baseball in the Philippines community, both here in the States and Southern California, as well as overseas. Bill Pickett serves as the head coach at L.A. Pierce College, but also the director of operations for the Philippines Baseball Group. Back-to-back balls to start off the at-bat to Ethan Granilla. Because of that L.A. Pierce connection, he has so many L.A. Pierce players like Ethan Granilla, a native to West Hills. Spent this past year on the L.A. Pierce roster. That's in for strike one. Pierce had a strong season in the spring. They made it to the second round of the playoffs and had no business doing so. They upset Glendale College in the regional round. It's 3 teams at one site. Glendale was the hosting school. And L.A. Pierce, if my memory serves me correctly, I believe they were the 19 or 20 seed. They went on to defeat the 2 other teams at the Glendale Regional. Next pitch, that's paint, strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Mr. Gabriel Lopez. He walks off the mound and strands that runner at first base. Bottom of the second, when we come back, and leading things off for the Barons is Nathaniel Williams.
What player on the Barons will make the best head coach? I think Jimmy for sure.
Jimmy Welsher. He has all the tools.
Yo, I got to go with Jimmy too. Welsh, he just knows ball. I think he'd be a good coach. I trust him with my kid in the future.
Going with the Tommy Gooden.
Give me Jacob Kanoski.
Trevor Schmidt. Easy answer. Jimmy Welsher, Jimmy Hoffa.
Jay Klinoski. I think the best head coach would be my boy right here, Hondo. From the sack.
I think I'd have to give it to probably one of the youngsters, probably Campo or Chip. I feel like they would make it. Campo he's our catcher. He's been calling games all summer.
Best head coach. Honestly, Jimmy's probably a good pick. He's been in the game. Or Klinoski. He's been in the game a while, so that's probably best option.
Easy answer. I choose myself.
Due up for the Academy Barons is the 6, 7, 8 hitters, Nathaniel Williams, Jackson Tyler, and David Aguirre. The 3 batters due up. Barons look for their first base hit. They had 3 base runners in the first inning. One via the walk, another via the fielder's choice, and another hit batter. First pitch from Ronan Nuki, misses down and in. It's another beautiful day in Southern California. Temperatures settle in at 78 degrees as we head to the bottom of the second. First pitch, first foul ball of the at-bat for Nathaniel Williams. Switch hitter, spent 2 seasons at Santa Ana College. Will continue playing baseball at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Fouls off another off his leg. It's a 2-strike count. Williams is in his 2nd season with the Academy Barons. His older brother James, and his middle brother Thomas, all 3 of them used to train here at the Academy during different stages of their life. That sweeps, a lot of motion on that pitch from Nuki, but too much motion as it comes out of the zone and misses inside. Two count. Nuki kicks, deals. That ball is downstairs. Williams, a very disciplined hitter. While at Santa Ana College, finished the spring season with more walks than strikeouts and helped the Dons win a state championship. High chopper up the middle. Going to be a tough play, and it kicks off the glove of Christopher Vaseles. It's going to be a tough play as he had to go deep into the hole. Ruled out an infield single. First base knock for the Academy Barons. That's what Williams does. Sometimes he hits for power. Sometimes he takes a bit off his swing and just sends it up the middle. Finished with a .328 batting average this spring with Santa Ana College. Last year hit .331 in the summer season for the Academy Barons. Was in the high 300s for much of the season last year. First ball hit on the ground. Omar Vasquez comes to a slide, makes the stop. The throw gets away from first baseman. Now Tyler circles back, heads back to first, dives head first, and makes it in time. Tyler on the first pitch hits one to third. Vasquez makes a tough play to record the lead runner out. Williams is retired. Tyler's at first base. Tried to advance to second on the throw as it got away from Garnillo. But instead, that'll bring up David Aguirre. Second baseman. Smokes the first pitch into right center, tailing away from Espinoza, and it gets past the diving center fielder. Tyler gets the wave around third base, loses his helmet. Here comes the throw. Play at the plate. The tag, not in time. Tyler gets around the tag, and the Barons have their first lead of the ballgame. 1-0 in the bottom of the second. An RBI double for David Aguirre. Once that ball got past Espinoza, you had an idea that Tyler was going to be able to score all the way from first. He has elite speed, former two-sport athlete at Chaminade. Aguirre's at second. He has good speed. First pitch to Carlos Morales. Breaking ball below the knees. There's one out in the inning. The ball was hit into the gap. And luckily, Caden Lewis showed good hustle from right field, able to get to the ball before it hit the wall. But not enough on the throw from the shortstop, Christian Santiago. It's a 2-0 count to the catcher, Carlos Morales. Another player who spent last spring with Santa Ana College. Yanks the next pitch foul. And just like Nathaniel Williams, he will also continue playing baseball at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. The two will report to school in late August. It's 2-1 count to the catcher. That ball forces Morales to duck out of the way. Aguirre heads to third. It's ruled the pass ball. David Aguirre goes to third base. Runner 90 feet away for the Academy Barons, and it's a 3-1 count. Morales gets a good pitch to hit. Can't connect. It's a full count. Elijah Clayton, leadoff hitter, is on deck. Infield comes in for the PBG defense. High chopper towards Santiago at short, ranges over to his right, looks the runner back, and the throw to first is in time. That's textbook right there. Morales doesn't have great speed, so Santiago knew he had time. Fundamental baseball. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Clayton steps in for his second at-bat of the ballgame. First pitch, breaking ball. Lands downstairs. It's ball one. On the first pitch, he saw Clayton try to drag his way on. It wasn't that far from the mound. Nuki came off a few steps and made an accurate throw to first. That's how he started the bottom of the first inning. Clayton has a 2-0 count. be a junior this upcoming season. He's in the transfer portal. Spent his freshman year at Cal, UC Berkeley. That's over for strike one. And then this past spring for Campbell University. Their mascot is the Camels. Pulls this down the third baseline, and it stays fair. Aguirre comes in to score. Clayton standing at second. An RBI double puts the Barons on top. 2-0 in the bottom of the second.
Number 9, A.J. Salamura.
Runner in scoring position for the Academy Barons. Eiji Sawamura steps in. First pitch outside. This year we'll have players on throughout the broadcast this season, so we get to know a lot of the newcomers, and Eiji Sawamura was the first player we interviewed back on Saturday. Tune into the interview, time-stamped on the YouTube description. 2 balls and no strikes. Last night we had Jack Fischel on. This year, or this this game, we have a scheduled interview in the 5th inning with one of the infielders. Want to keep that a surprise until later. Sawamura. Showed bunt, pulls it back. That's ball 3. He reached the base on a walk in his first at-bat. That's down and away for ball 4. Sawamura has great speed, however, with Clayton ahead of them or at second base. Probably won't get a chance to steal. There's a right-hander warming up in the bullpen for the Philippines baseball group. Time is called. Jaden Rainieri makes his way to the mound. It's the second season for the Philippines baseball group as an affiliate member. Because they're an affiliate member, they don't get to host any games. They do practice at LA Pierce College because Bill Pickett's is the head coach there. They have that connection. But every game is on the road. They've only played 2 games thus far. They have 2 games next week, but if you look at the upcoming schedule for Philippines baseball group, they'll hit the road, and they have a lot of road games in, not this week, but next week. Tuesday, they're in Pasadena. Wednesday, they're in Santa Barbara. Friday, they're in San Luis Obispo. And Saturday, they travel to San Francisco. Sunday, they travel to Walnut Creek. So a Northern California trip as he played 3 of the 5 Northern California teams. That's a luxury. I suppose it's a luxury for double steal attempt. No throw. Both runners record a stolen base. Clayton at third, Sawamura at second. First pitch is upstairs to Antonio Lujan. But because the Academy Barons are a member of the CCL South, they don't get to travel to play any of the Northern California teams. Nuki's next pitch. Lujan pulls it down the first base line, and it's foul. One and one count. Lujan steps back in. 2 runners in scoring position for the Barons. That ball's in the dirt. Lujan had a breakout freshman year campaign for the Zusa Pacific offense 2 seasons ago. He hit 10 home runs. Finished with a .284 batting average. That ball skips in the dirt. Lujan walks towards the third base dugout. Neither runner advances. Good work by tagging him. Again, Lujan played 44 games his freshman season, and last year he only played 3 games for APU before he suffered a season-ending injury. Unfortunate, but he gets a medical redshirt. Will get another season of eligibility. He's in the transfer portal as he looks for a new home. That ball's hit up the middle and it gets through. Sawamura gets the wave at third base. Throw gets away from Granillo. Lujan stays at first. That's a 4-0 ball game on the 2 RBI single by Lujan.
For the Barons, number 23, Jason Delvia.
Second time that Lujan reaches. Came in on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Barons have picked up 4 runs here in the bottom of the second. The right-hander has stopped warming up in the Philippines bullpen. Gotta imagine he's ready. Nuki to face Jason Del Villar. That ball hits him. Second time he's been hit today. Del Villar does have a closed stance. His left foot pretty close to the batter's box line. Time is called again by Jaden Rainieri. That'll be the last we see of Ronan Nuki. Bryce Morrison is the batter due up next, but we have a new pitcher to tell you about. We'll get you the name on the new pitcher. There's 2 outs in the inning. There'll be runners on first and second. Still waiting to see the back of the jersey of the new pitcher. And we finally get a good look of his back.
Your attention, please, the skill of opening.
Stefano Gonzalez is the new pitcher, and we'll tell you more about him when we come back from a quick break. Stefano Gonzalez, the new pitcher. He just spent this past spring at Holy Family University, which is located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Division II school. But Gonzalez, a native to Torrance, California, back home in Southern California for the summer. He comes in relief of Ronan Nuki and fires a first pitch strike to Bryce Morrison. Morrison, one of the younger players on the roster for the Academy Barons this summer, fresh out of high school. There's a handful of those for the Barons this summer. Morrison drives one deep into left center field. Espinoza and Bash both give chase. And Espinoza makes the catch deep in the gap. A few steps in front of the warning track. allowed out number 3. But the Barons strike first. They pick up 4 runs in the home half of the second. When we come back, top of the third. Thanks for tuning in to Barons Baseball here on the Barons YouTube channel. Back here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. The Barons have their first lead of the ball game, 4-0 after a 4-spot crooked number in the bottom of the second. For the Philippines Baseball Group offense, they'll send up their 9-1-2 hitters. Christopher Versailles to lead things off. Then back to the top of the order, Eric Espinoza, and then 2-hitter Austin Bash. Gabriel Lopez returns to the mound. He's had an efficient outing. He's picked up 5 strikeouts. He's only allowed 2 hits, but he's stricken out 5 of the 8 batters he's faced. And he's kept that pitch count low. He's at 35, so he does come out for another inning. Again, because it's the first full week of the season, Coach A.J. Monterez still getting a feel for all the arms. He wants to see everybody for an inning, maybe 2, and in this case 3. Gotta imagine if Lopez stays healthy, he'll be an important arm for the Barons this summer. Back-to-back strikes, that last one on the pretty bender. Curveball comes in at 76 miles per hour. Good shape to it. Another breaking ball. Slow chopper for Williams at third. Goes with the glove. Throw is low, and Del Villar makes the pick. Great play on both ends. Del Villar, too, on the right side of the infield. Battles of the sun. You can sort of see it on your screen. The shadows are rolling in as the sun sets past the third base dugout. And it's the time of day where the right side of the infield, specifically right fielder and first base, will battle the sun for the next maybe 30 to 40 minutes. Another chance for Williams. To his left. Shows off the strong arm. Back-to-back plays for the third baseman, and there's 2 outs. Got to ask Williams where he plans on playing, or where the coach plans on playing him at the University of Texas, Rio Grande. Because while at Santa Ana College, he had to play mostly in the outfield. A lot of talent at Santa Ana College that forced him to move into the outfield. Utility player, though. First pitch misses down and away. Austin Bash flew out to left field in his first at-bat. He had a 3-0 count. Had the green light. Next pitch in a similar spot. 2 balls and no strikes. As a freshman, 2 springs ago for Williams, he started 16 ball games in left field, 7 at third, 7 at first, 1 at second, 1 in center field, and 2 at the DH spot. So he played a little bit of everywhere for the Dons in his freshman campaign. That's 4 straight misses. First walk from Gabriel Lopez. Very uncharacteristic. First walk allowed this evening. He's at 44 pitches in his outing. Williams this season as a sophomore played all his games in left field. Didn't get a chance to play third or second or first. Lopez steps off. He was set up to go from the windup, but there is a runner on first. Small lead. Del Villar holds. That's 5 straight misses. Swing and a miss. Morales throws down to first. Close play. But Del Villar's tag not in time. Hector Pena at the plate. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. Top of the 3rd inning. Next pitch from Lopez. At the letters. Strike 2. Pena shakes his head. Doesn't agree with the call. This past season, Pena was named 2nd team all-conference for Ventura Community College. Hit .307 in 36 games. Behind on the fastball, and Lopez picks up another strikeout. What an outing. 6 strikeouts as he goes 3 innings. Pitch count is at 48. Gotta imagine he's done for the evening, but that's going to be an important player for the Barons down the stretch this season. Bottom of the 3rd when we come back. Thanks for tuning in to Academy Barons Baseball. Bottom of the 3rd inning here at the Academy Barons YouTube channel. We have some scores from around the California Collegiate League. A couple games going on in Southern California. A few games in Northern California as well. In Pasadena, we're scoreless in the bottom of the 1st as the Arroyo Seco Saints take on the Santa Barbara Foresters. And then the Orange County Riptide take on the San Diego Bombers. First pitch scheduled at 7 o'clock. OC Riptide plays their games a bit later than the rest of the CCL. There's a score from Northern California. The Alameda Merchants lead 7-2 over the Sonoma Stompers. Nathaniel Williams to lead things off. First pitch to begin the inning from Stefano Gonzalez. Next pitch misses downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes to count. Williams hit a single. His only at bat today. High chopper for the second baseman, Vercelis. Awaits the big hop. Patient, as it wasn't in his glove secured. However, he does make the throw in time for the first out. Jackson Tyler at the plate. Second appearance on the season for Stefano Gonzalez. He started the game against the Santa Barbara Foresters this past Saturday. In the start, he went 3 innings, pitched. Only gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 of which was earned. 1 strikeout. That was the line on the first outing for Stefano Gonzalez. Tyler checks his swing. The foul ball goes into the netting. PBG only 0-2 on the season. They've only played 2 games thus far. The Barons are 1-3. Game number 5 on the season. Their 4th home game. The next pitch is fouled off. They hit the road for 2 games. They traveled to Pasadena and then Santa Barbara for the next 2 games before coming back home to the Compton Youth Academy on Sunday. And they host the Orange County Riptide. First pitch scheduled at 1:05 p.m. One count. Check that 0-2 count. Next pitch from Gonzalez in the dirt. Gonzalez, also an alumni of L.A. Pierce, familiar with Bill Pickett's, Director of Operations for the Philippines Baseball Group. The next pitch is down and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on base for Tyler. Fouls it off the catcher. And we'll do it again. Tyler is a player in the transfer portal. 2 players from San Diego State, him and Marc Emmerman. Tyler did not appear in any games, but a native to Simi Valley and played at Chaminade Prep. Played both football and baseball. Hit .364 his senior year at Chaminade. Very fast player. We've seen him play a lot of center field, and he gets his first start of the season at left field tonight. The 2-2. Gonzalez bounces, another pitch. Easy take, and the count is full. Payoff pitch from Gonzalez. That's on the edge. Tyler goes down looking for the second out of the inning. Huh.
Give it to the plate for the Barons, second baseman, number 20, David Gary.
Two outs in the inning, no one on base. Generous strike call for Stefano Gonzalez. First pitch to David Aguirre, misses downstairs. Gonzalez has missed down on quite a few of his pitches. Came in to get the final out of the second inning with runners on first and second. Got Bryce Morrison to fly out deep to left center field. Very fortunate. Espinoza has strong range in the outfield. Wind tonight blowing out towards right field. Not a strong breeze. That ball skips out of the glove of Tagium. And it's a 3-0 count to Aguirre. He's a native to Pico Rivera. Went to El Rancho High School. Or check that, he went to Garfield High School. But this past season was a redshirt at LMU, Loyola Marymount University. Did not play for Coach Fergus on the LMU Lions this spring. It's a 3-1 count. Aguirre, another player in the transfer portal. Hits a ball into the 5-6 hole, past the diving Christian Santiago. Aguirre with 2 hits in tonight's ball game, a double and a single. He's at first. Aguirre makes his second start of the season.
Number 37, Carlos Morales.
Came around a score eventually in the second inning, a 4-run second inning for the Academy Barons. Chance for the 9-hitter Carlos Morales. With Santa Ana College this spring, he hit .347 in 26 starts. Helped the Dons win state championship as he muscles one into right center field. Got underneath and an easy play for Caden Lewis. So after the 2-out single by Aguirre, doesn't come back to bite the PBG defense, and Stefano Gonzalez works a smooth inning. When we come back, top of the 4th inning here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. Back here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. Top of the 4th inning and due up for the Philippines baseball group. Caden Lewis to start things, and he bloops one softly to center field. No problem for Sawamura. Gabriel Lopez returns for another inning. Surprised by that one, but he's at 49 pitches in the outing. He's kept it efficient, kept the pitch count low. Could see him start down the stretch for the Academy Barons as A.J. Monterez rides the hot hand. 1 out. Lefty on lefty matchup as Christian Santiago makes his way to the plate. Chopper up the middle, and Aguirre shifted over towards first base. No chance at that one. First pitch swinging. 1 out single for the PBG offense. They have 3 hits already. That's just as much as they had in their first contest of the season against the Academy Barons Friday night. 3 hits and 1 walk. Only 4 base runners in the entire ball game. Give credit to the Academy Barons, as it was quite a pitching display. 6 pitchers combined for 14 strikeouts on that opening night. A 5-1 victory for the Barons. They lead 4-0 today. And the first pitch to Nomar Vasquez is in for strike 1. Vasquez, the third baseman today, native to Lancaster at Weber International University this past season. Beautiful bender for strike 2. Spent some time at LA Mission Community College before transferring over to the NAIA school. Hit 171 in 23 games for Weber. This ball gets away from Morales, but not far enough for Santiago to try. Vasquez looks for his first hit this season. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. Slaps this one into right center field. Lujan on the run, can't make the grab. It bounces off of him right before the running track. They hold Santiago at third base. Runners in scoring position for the Philippines baseball group. First time today. So 2 runners in scoring position for the PBG offense. The first time they've had a runner in scoring position since the first inning. Espinoza led off the ball game with a double. Since then, they've only put a runner on first. Santiago at third, Vasquez at second. Infield back for the Barons. They hope to turn 2. Check that. No runner at first, so no double play ball. Dylan Tagium takes strike 1. He get a single in his first at-bat on a 2-strike count. Good piece of hitting from the catcher. That ball located at the knees. Tagium shakes his head, but it's strike 2. Fifth game of the season for the Academy Barons. Third for the Philippines. Tagium, late decision to swing and just stays alive with another foul ball. Right-hander warming up in the bullpen for the Academy Barons. The 0-2. Tagium hits it up the middle, a chance for Aguirre. He bodies it. Throw to first is in time. A run comes in to score. An RBI ground out for Tagium, and PBG offense gets their first run of the ball game. A 4-1 ball game in the top of the 4th. Nomar Vasquez advances to third. 2 outs for Ethan Granillo. Another strikeout victim in his first at-bat. 6 strikeouts. That ball's in there. Another beautiful breaking ball. Over for strike 1. Next pitch will be the 60th of the outing for Gabriel Lopez, the native of La Puente. Gets Granillo to send a foul ball to the right side. Two-strike count. Runner on third. Lopez puts another breaking ball, and Clayton whiffs it at shortstop. It gets all the way into left center field. And at second, Granillo goes down as an E6 in the scorebook. Nomar Vasquez scores an unearned run. Lopez has to get that figurative fourth out. The second error made by Elijah Clayton at short this season. That one looked pretty routine, just kept his eye, or took his eye, away from the ball at the last second. 4-2 ball game as the Philippines cut the deficit in half. Chance for Christopher Verceles. Takes the first pitch outside. He grounded out to third on a nice play from Nathaniel Williams. High chopper that forced him to crash in. A lot of noise from the Philippines dugout on the first base side. Aguirre covers the bag at second. Tag not in time on the pickoff attempt. The Philippines only have one stolen base attempt on the year. Simon Hoffman was caught stealing in the second game of the season. No one else has attempted a stolen base. That's above the letters for ball two. Top of the order, Eric Espinoza on deck. That ball's right back to the pitcher. Lopez sets his feet, keeps the throw low for Del Villar as he battles the sun. And that's the third out of the inning. 2 runs come across for the Philippines baseball group. One of those is an unearned run after the error made by Elijah Clayton. Bottom of the fourth when we come back. Thanks for tuning in to Academy Barons Baseball. New catcher in the ballgame for the Philippines baseball group. Dylan Dagiam checks out, and Noah Rodriguez comes in as a defensive sub, or at least it's someone wearing Noah Rodriguez's number. He's listed as an outfielder and played 2 seasons at Fullerton College. Never saw him start a game behind the plate. So it is Noah Rodriguez. He gets his first start of the summer behind the dish. Top of the order, due up for the Academy Barons here in the home half of the fourth. My name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. Stefano Gonzalez still on the mound. 1-0 count. Next pitch grazes the edge. 20 pitches in the outing for Gonzalez thus far. He's been efficient. Elijah Clayton to lead things off, followed by Eiji Sawamura and Antonio Lujan. Clayton stares at ball 2, watches it all the way into the dirt. Clayton hit a double in the second inning, stole third on a double steal with him and Sawamura. Eventually came around to score. Sends the next pitch foul. Fastball at the letters, just a tad bit behind. The count is even to the shortstop. He's the son of former big leaguer Royce Clayton. Spent 17 seasons in the majors. Played for a few different teams, including the St. Louis Cardinals. Made the All-Star game in 1997. A rocket up the middle. A leadoff single to begin the home half of the 4th inning. And Clayton runs well. 3 stolen bases on the season. Expect him to be on the move again at first. He will battle that sun. Both him and Granillo are getting the worst of the sun. Again, it's at this time of the day, about 7:15 or so, where the sun really beams down just on the first baseman and any runner at first. 2-2 count, or sorry. Next pitch to A.J. Sawamura, drilled into right field. Clayton gets the breaks at second. The throw, a good one from Caden Lewis. There's 2 runners on. Sawamura reaches for the 3rd time. We told you that the pitchers and pitching coach A.J. Monterey is still getting familiar with each other, just as James Bishop and the rest of the assistants with the lineup. And this is the first time we've seen Clayton at the top of the order and Sawamura in the 2 spot. And those 2 back-to-back have gone on base in 2 of the 3 tries. Antonio Lujan has a chance to hit with 2 runners on, nobody out. Third baseman Vasquez even with the bag, everyone else back. First pitch misses down and in. It clanks off the umpire, and both runners advance 90 feet. Pass ball on the catcher, Noah Rodriguez. Last night we saw Antonio Lujan get his first action as a catcher. Noah Rodriguez gets his first action of the summer as a catcher. Next pitch is in for strike 1. Count even at 1-1. Lujan, a native to Los Alamitos. Went to Cypress High School, and he's the son of former UCLA standout Lisa Fernandez. Many consider her one of the greatest softball players of all time. And Lujan shows off a nice swing, hits it right into center field. Both runners tag, throw up the line. Clayton comes in to score. It's a sacrifice fly RBI for Antonio Lujan.
Number 23, Jason Delvey.
Runner at third for Jason Delviar. This ball's hit over the third baseman, and it stays fair. Sawamura strolls into home plate for the 6th run of the ball game. Throw comes to second, and Delviar beats the tag. He calls time. He has his hands on his knees. A small collision between him and Vercelis, and he limps his way over to head coach James Bishop. Not a good sign if you're an Academy Barons fan. One of the best players in the California Collegiate League this summer thus far. Delviar has 5 hits this summer. All 5 are extra base hits. 2 doubles and 3 home runs. He leads the league in home runs. Runner on second. 1 out. Delviar stays in the ball game. Still in some pain, and wouldn't be surprised if we saw a substitution come in for him. Tries to shake it off. First pitch to Bryce Morrison, misses down and away. Morrison, the son of one of the coaches here at the Academy, very involved. Coach Mo Morrison, had a chance to meet him during the scrimmage last Monday. Morrison sends another deep fly ball, right center. Lewis to his right. Del Villar tries for third base. There's a noticeable limp, but he gets there without a throw. It's a productive out for Bryce Morrison. A runner 90 feet away for Nathaniel Williams. First pitch strike, or first pitch ball over to Nathaniel Williams. Rips one to the first baseman. Granillo bodies it. And on the second try, he picks it up, tags the bag himself for the third and final out. But 2 more runs come in to score for the Barons in the home half of the 4th inning. They lead 6-2 here on this Wednesday evening. When we come back, top of the 5th, and the top of the order due up for the Philippines offense. Before the top of the 5th inning, we do have a score update from the NBA Finals. The San Antonio Spurs lead the Knicks 76-49 at the halftime break. New pitcher on the mound for the Academy Barons. Taking over for Gabriel Lopez is Javier Solis. Solis is a 6'3" right-hander, just spent 2 seasons at East Los Angeles Community College. Native to Los Angeles and went to Glendale High School. So a native to that Glendale area code. This past season was his most effective. Made 19 appearances for the Huskies, pitched 33 innings. Had 29 strikeouts, 22 walks, a 1-1 win-loss record. Batters hit .374 against the right-hander. No defensive changes for the Academy Barons. Del Villar stays at first base. He's a tough one. First pitch from Solis, over for strike 1. He begins with the top of the order. Get you the final line in just a sec for Gabriel Lopez, the starter. Solis goes from the windup, high and tight to Espinoza. Center fielder spent 2 seasons at Long Beach City College. Next pitch is fouled off to the right side, out of play. Both Solis at ELAC, Espinoza at Long Beach City, play in the same conference, the South Coast Conference. Ball hammered into left field, down the line, and it stays fair. It clanks off the wall. Tyler finally gets to it, but it's a stand-up double to begin the inning. The second double for Espinoza. 5th hit of the ball game for the Philippines offense.
The Philippines number 8, Austin Bench.
Espinoza, small lead at second. Clayton keeps a close eye with the left-hander at the plate. Austin Bash walked in his last at-bat. Pulled back the bunt attempt early, and it's ball one. Top of the fifth inning. Barons lead by 4. Move to second. Ball gets away from Clayton into center field, but Sawamura was ready. Morales calls time. He jogs over to the mound. Let's get you that upcoming schedule again. One more time for the Academy Barons. After tonight, they'll have 2 road games. Take on the Arroyo Seco Saints Friday evening. First pitch scheduled at 5:35. Saturday, first pitch scheduled at 4:30 as they travel to Santa Barbara to take on the Foresters. Then Sunday, they're back home to take on the Orange County Riptide. First pitch scheduled at 1:05 here at the Compton Youth Academy. Quick mound visit. Morales behind the dish. 1-0 count. The next pitch from Solis. Roped into right center field. Lujan over, and he can't make the grab. Plays it on a hop. Espinoza gets the wave at third. Third run of the ball game. PBG trails 6-3. An RBI single for Austin Bash. The offense has woken up this evening. In the first game between these two, the PBG offense only mustered up 3 hits. They're at 6 tonight. At the top of the 5th, first pitch runs inside to Pena. For Solis, it's his second appearance on the summer. Pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit. Didn't record a strikeout or a walk. Didn't allow any runs to come across. Slow chopper for Clayton at short. No chance to make a play at second. First out. As Pena's retired, but Bash advances to second.
Number 28, Caden Lewis.
That's the right play, especially as a veteran. He knows that it was going to be tough as his momentum was taking him towards first base as he charged in. He would have had to cut against the grain, make a flip either with his glove or turn and underhand it to David Aguirre. It's going to be a risky play. Instead, just takes a sure out at first. First pitch to Caden Lewis. Downstairs, and Morales bodies it up. Lewis is 0 for 2 today. Flew out to center field in his last at-bat. Flares one into right center field. That ball has some carry. Lujan on the run. Has to play this off a hop. Extra base hit for Caden Lewis. And Austin Bash comes in to score. Just like that, it's a 6-4 ball game. 2 runs across in the top of the 5th inning. A.J. Monterez, the pitching coach, calls time. First mound visit of the evening. The inning started off with a double. Espinoza hit a double on a 2-strike count. Then Austin Bash drove him in on an RBI single. Pena was retired for the first out on a slow chopper to Clayton. There was no chance for a double play. And then Caden Lewis drove in Bash on the RBI double. A.J. Monterez, also a native. Well, he's not a native. He did play at Glendale College, which is the hometown of Javier Solis. But A.J. Monterez, a native to the Hawthorne-Lawndale area. Spent 2 seasons at Glendale College before transferring to Cal State Bakersfield. Now serves as the pitching coach for the Academy Barons during the summer. Also involved throughout the year here at the Compton Youth Academy. 1 out, runner on second. Solis to face Christian Santiago. Off speed, drops in for strike 1. Clayton keeps the runner close at second. That ball just misses the edge. Count even at 1-1. It's a 6-4 ball game in the top of the fifth. 2 up in the home half of the fifth inning. Bottom third of the order. 7-8-9. Jackson Tyler to lead things off for the Academy Barons. Santiago sends one into the air. Foul territory. Tyler crosses the line and makes the grab for the second out. Enormous out for Javier Solis on the mound as he looks to get out of the inning. Keeps it a 6-4 ball game. Nomar Vasquez makes his way to the plate. Vasquez also hit a double. A lot of extra base hits today for the Philippines baseball group. Of their 7 hits, they have 3 doubles. First pitch is down and away. Fastball. Can't catch the spot. Lewis at second base. Pretty good speed. Expect him to score on a ball hit into the outfield. Vasquez is 1 for 2. That ball is also in the dirt. Morales uses the backhand. Morales, a very strong catcher defensively. Threw out 6 runners this season for Santa Ana College. The breaking ball catches the front door. 2-1 count. A lot of confidence from Solis to throw the bender. Behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch. Below the knees for ball 3. The batter on deck is a 7-hitter. It'll be a pinch hitter, Noah Rodriguez. He came in defensively for Dylan Tagium. Next pitch is pulled foul down the third baseline. Just a few inches from Williams' glove at third. It's a full count, 2 outs, runner on second. Top of the fifth inning, 2 runs already across for the PBG offense. Vasquez steps back in. Solis is set. He steps off. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Vasquez is retired via the strikeout, and Solis keeps the runner at second base to end the inning. The PBG offense does get 2 runs, and they cut the deficit to 2, 6-4, as Jackson Tyler will lead things off when we come back.
What player on the Barons will make the best head coach? I think Jimmy for sure.
Jimmy Welsher. He has all the tools.
Yo, I got to go with Jimmy too. Welsh, he just knows ball. I think he'd be a good coach. I trust him with my kid in the future.
Going with the Tommy Gooden.
Give me Jacob Kanoski.
Trevor Schmidt. Easy answer. Jimmy Welsher, Jimmy Hoffa.
Jay Klinoski.
I think the best head coach would be my boy right here, Hondo. From the sack.
Nah, I think I'd have to give it to probably one of the youngsters, probably Campo or Chip. I feel like they would make it. Campo he's our catcher. He's been calling games all summer.
Best head coach. Honestly, Jimmy's probably a good pick. He's been in the game. Or Klonowski. He's been in the game a while, so that's probably the best option.
Easy answer. I choose myself.
Jackson Tyler to lead things off in the home half of the 5th inning. First pitch downstairs. Stefano Gonzalez still on the mound for the Philippines baseball group. Gonzalez, a native to Torrance, but played at Mater Dei High School, very prominent sports program in the city of Santa Ana. Count even at 1-1. Nobody out, nobody on base. Tyler sends a pitch into the air towards the right field line. A trio of defenders there, and it's Caden Lewis, the right fielder, who corrals it on the run. Tyler's retired. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Barons lead by 2. My name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in to Barons Baseball. If you're supporting one of the Barons members, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll get a notification every time we go live from the Compton Youth Academy for all the home games this season. First pitch to David Aguirre. It's upstairs. Second baseman's 2 for 2 today. A lot of talented infielders this summer for the Academy Barons. He drives one well into left field, but didn't get all of it. Austin Bash goes back a few steps, and that's the second out of the inning. For a player like Aguirre, too, this summer is huge as he's in the transfer portal. Spent this past spring as a redshirt freshman. Did not appear in any games for LMU. Off to a nice start to the season. Productive evening thus far. These 2 for 3. Chance of the catcher, Carlos Morales. He has a new home. Play at University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Peel down to first, no swing. First pitch ball from Gonzalez. Morales is a native to Downey. Not too far from here, the Compton Youth Academy. Went to Warren High School. And he drives one into left center field. That gets down for a base knock. 2-out base runner for the Academy Barons. And for Carlos, that's his first hit of the summer season. Now, Carlos spent his first season of college ball at ELAC, East Los Angeles College. Then transferred to Santa Ana. Played 2 games in 2025 before a season-ending injury. And he was a big part of the Dons' playoff run this year to the state championship. He's at first, 2 outs. First pitch to Elijah Clayton. Skips off the glove of Rodriguez, but not far enough for Morales to test it. Now we might see a pinch runner. Neo battles the sun. Still early in the evening, 7:35. And low enough, just over the third base dugout. Granillo has shades on his hat, but doesn't wear them. Uses the glove instead. On the ground for Santiago. He goes the short way to second. That's the third out of the inning. 6-4 for the third out to end the bottom of the 5th inning. After 5 complete innings here at the Compton Youth Academy, the Barons lead 6-4 over the Philippines baseball group. When we come back, top of the 6th, then it'll be the 8-9 one-hitters due up for the Philippines baseball group. It's another lovely evening in the city of Compton. Top of the 6th inning, and we'll see a new pitcher on the mound for the Academy Barons. Holden Hungerford takes over. Third pitcher of the evening for pitching coach A.J. Monterez. Get to the final lines on the previous 2. Gabriel Lopez goes 4 innings, gives up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Picked up 6 strikeouts and 1 walk. Javier Solis only pitched 1 inning, gave up 3 hits, gave up 2 runs, and 1 strikeout. It's a big strikeout to end the inning as he set down Nomar Vasquez. Final throwdown for Carlos Morales. Holden Hungerford spent this past season at Chaminade, but he spent some time at other schools. Cal State LA his freshman season in 2024, at Cerritos College in 2025, and he's in the transfer portal looking for a new home. Only played in 7 ball games for Chaminade. The Silver Swords, I believe their mascot is. Division II program that plays in Hawaii in the Pac West. First pitch strike to Noah Rodriguez. It's his first at-bat of the evening. The next pitch from the left-hander drifts outside. Rodriguez played 2 seasons at Fullerton College. Hungerford puts a pitch past Rodriguez. The next pitch drifts out of the zone. Two balls and 2 strikes. Rodriguez stays alive with the foul ball. 5th pitch of the at-bat. For Rodriguez, it's his 5th at-bat of the season. Another player looking for their first hit. They came into the ball game with only 5 total hits on the season. Two off the plate. Good idea from Hungerford. Rodriguez lays off. Rodriguez went to Orange Lutheran High School, team that plays in the Trinity League. This past season, he was at Savannah State. He stays alive, another foul ball. Last summer, he had a tough go of things here with the Philippines baseball group. His batting average was under 150. Savannah State is a Division II university. Rodriguez steps in. Hungerford's next pitch, and Rodriguez chases out of the zone. Strike 3. First strikeout for Hungerford on the outing. That'll bring up the first baseman, Ethan Garnillo. Hungerford made 1 appearance for the Barons thus far. Pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 run, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Garnillo chases out of the zone. Good ball. Next pitch is fat back out of play. It's an 0-2 count to the first baseman. In the first ball game of the season, they sent 6 to the mound. They combined for 14 strikeouts. Dominant performance in a 5-1 victory over the Philippines. The next pitch misses downstairs. The count moves to 1-2. Tonight they have 7 strikeouts through 5 1/3. Hungerford is the 3rd pitcher of the evening. Second left-hander we've seen. A lot of lefties in the bullpen this year. Another foul ball. Remains a 2-strike count. Southpaw ready to work. 1-2 pitch, skied into the air. Tyler in left center. Called off by his center fielder, Sawamura. That's the second out of the inning. Pinch hitter here for the Philippines baseball group.
Attention, please. Pinch hitter of the game for the Philippines baseball group. Entering the game, play number 4, Mays Borgmeyer.
Mays Borgmeyer comes in as a pinch hitter. There's confusion with the home plate umpire. The home plate umpire makes his way to the dugout with Bill Pickett's. We don't have another 4 in the starting lineup, but there's some confusion as where Mays Borgmeyer should be. He's batting in place of Christopher Varcelis, the 9-hitter. We didn't see him come in to play defensively. 5'9" infielder from Hawthorne. And so some confusion as the lineup card doesn't have Mays Borgmeyer. He is on the roster online. He hasn't appeared in any ball games this season. It's his first appearance of the 2026 summer. Bishop seemed pretty upset. We've come to learn that here in the California Collegiate League, as well run as it can be, there's a lot of areas where it is run really well. Especially these affiliate teams, there's still sometimes a lot of sloppiness when it comes to either adding players late, not quite on the roster, number changes, so on and so forth. Again, in summer ball, sometimes treated a lot more relaxed than the spring season. Borgmeyer's down in an 0-2 count. 2 outs, nobody on base. Hunger for his next pitch, dives outside. Again, there was confusion because Mays Borgmeyer not on the lineup card. Usually you get the starting lineup and then all the substitutes underneath. Borgmeyer not a part of the substitutes underneath. Peel down to first on the check swing. That's ball 2. First base umpire says no swing. Hungerford goes back from the windup. That's strike 3, puts it on the inner half. His second strikeout of the inning. And he goes 1-2-3 versus the Philippines offense in the top of the 6th. When we come back for the bottom of the 6th inning, Eiji Sawamura to lead things off after a quick break.
What player on the Barons would make the best head coach? I think Jimmy for sure.
Jimmy Welcher. He has all the tools.
Yo, I got to go with Jimmy too. Welsh, he just knows ball. I think he'd be a good coach. I trust him with my kid in the future.
Going with the Tommy Gooden.
Give me Jacob Kanoski.
Trevor Schmidt. Easy answer. Jimmy Welcher, Jimmy Hoffa.
Jay Klinoski. I think the best head coach would be my boy right here, Hondo. From the side.
Nah, I think I'd have to give it to probably one of the youngsters, probably Campo or Chip. I feel like they would make it. Campo he's our catcher. He's been calling games all summer.
Best head coach. Honestly, Jimmy's probably a good pick. He's been in the game. Or Klinoski. He's been in the game a while, so that's probably best option.
Easy answer. I choose myself.
Stefano Gonzalez still on the mound for the Philippines baseball group. He has been efficient. He came into the ball game back in the second inning. He picked up the third and final out. So he's pitched 3 1/3. He's thrown 49 pitches thus far. Kept the pitch count low. That allows him to stay in the ball game. He took over for Ronan Nuki, who only lasted an inning and 2/3. Nuki gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, all of which were earned. Walked 2 batters. Gonzalez hasn't walked anybody. That's a big reason why he's out there still. It's defensive change as Sawamura drops the drag bunt right in front of the catcher. Rodriguez with the bare hand. Oh, what a play. In case you missed it earlier, Rodriguez came in as a defensive substitution, and this is his first action as a catcher this summer. He's naturally an outfielder. We're going to have to look to see if he played any catcher at Savannah State, because that was way too smooth of a play. First pitch to the 3-hitter, Antonio Lujan, in the zone for strike 1. The new second baseman is the Johnny Wrightster. He takes over for Christopher Vercelis. Thought we might see Mays Borgmeyer at second, but instead it's Wrightster. Lujan sends a pitch foul towards the riverbed. He's listed as a an outfielder for the Savannah State roster as Lujan sends the next pitch into left field. Long run for Bash, and he catches it on the run. 2 outs in the inning.
Give to the plate for the Barons, number 23, Jason Delvey.
Delviar steps in, his 4th at-bat of the day. Extra sore today as he's been hit by a pitch twice. Hit a double in the 4th inning and on the slide, made contact with Santiago's glove. He came up a bit gimpy. We haven't seen him with the limp since that half of the inning. Delviar smokes one into left field towards the corner, and it one-hops the wall. Bash was a few feet away. Another extra base hit. All 6 hits on the season for Delviar. Our extra base hits, 3 home runs, 3 doubles. And he continues to swing a hot bat. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. A chance for the youngster Bryce Morrison. Put together a solid day. He's 0 for 3, but both his flyout in the 2nd and the 4th traveled a long way. A lot of power in the bat. If he could lay into one, it would be a fun sight to see for the home crowd. Play this upcoming season at USC. Team that had a very good season in the spring. Went all the way to the Super Regionals where they fell short to the University of North Carolina. First pitch upstairs to Morrison. Just graduated Gar High School. Ball hit up the middle. Santiago to his left, spin, long throw, and Granillo keeps his foot on the bag. That was a close play. Lorenzo Gray makes his case to the first base umpire. He doesn't agree. But as the call stands, 6-3 on the putout for the 3rd out of the inning. Through 6 complete innings, the Barons lead 6-4. We've been scoreless the last 2 complete innings. The Barons hang on to a 2-run lead here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. Before the top of the 7th inning, we do have an update. Coach Lorenzo Gray, who coached at first base this past half inning, has just been tossed from the game. Again, there was a close play that featured Bryce Morrison at first, and Granillo did look like he struggled to keep his foot on the bag. Obviously tough from our angle here in the press box. We're so many feet away. But from our angle, it looked like it was a close play and that Granillo's foot might have not been on the bag. Lorenzo Gray gave the first base umpire an earful, and Lorenzo Gray has been tossed from the ballgame. An early exit for one of the assistant coaches as he has to leave the dugout. Coach Lowe takes a long walk away from the dugout. We do have a score from New York. The Spurs lead 90-75 over the Knicks. They just begin the 4th quarter over there in Game 4. Bishop calls time. Home plate umpire has yet to put on his mask. Now Bishop and the home plate umpire have a conversation. First time we've seen that. This is my 3rd season with the Academy Barons, and we haven't seen a coach on either side, either the home team or the visiting side, get thrown out in a ball game. So a first at the Compton Youth Academy in the last 3 years. Top of the order due up for the Philippines baseball group. Espinoza looks foolish. Strike 1. Hungerford still on the mound for the Barons. 3rd pitcher of the evening. Picked up 2 strikeouts in the 6th. Another player in the transfer portal. Espinoza sends one. Foul territory. Williams a few steps away from the line. Stays with it for the first out of the inning. We'll see if Coach Lorenzo Gray, getting tossed, fires up the Barons. Both teams have been scoreless the last 2 innings. Pinch hitter as Braden Solis comes in for Austin Bashk.
Attention, please, pitcher of the game, number 3, Braden Sells.
That's Braden Sells. I thought it was an eye. The eyesight isn't what it used to be. First pitch high and wide from Hungerford. Sells has a hit on the season. He's 1 for 4. He's appeared in 2 ball games for the Philippines baseball group. Williams makes the throw on the grounder. 2nd out of the inning. Two outs for Hector Pena.
Number 24, Hector Pena.
Still some sunlight here as we head to the final 3 innings of the ball game. Pena steps in, hit into a ground out to the shortstop Clayton in his last at bat, and does so again here. 6-3 for a putout. That'll end the top of the 7th. When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the 7th, and we'll have a player interview here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. Back here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. Bottom of the 7th inning, and we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Philippines baseball group. But before that, we are joined by Marc Emmerman on the broadcast. Thanks for making the time.
Of course, of course.
So it's your first summer with the Academy Barons. Can you explain how you ended up here playing for the Barons this summer?
Yeah, I pretty much was looking for a good spot to play close to home so I could train. And I knew a couple guys that knew Coach Bishop and heard a lot of good things about this program. And opportunities and stuff, and so I decided why not? What could be better than staying home to play summer ball?
The new pitcher for the BBG defense is Khalil Holguin. He's a right-hander, wears number 44. It's his second appearance of the season. And Braden Sells takes over in left field. Again, we're joined by Marc Emmerman, one of the infielders here for the Academy Barons. Played a handful of games thus far to begin the season.
Yes, sir.
What have you seen thus far in the summer ball?
I mean, it's my first big-time summer ball league that I've played in, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, especially with the group of guys that we have, too. It's really exciting, and I think we have a good group, too.
Nathaniel Williams to lead things off in the home half of the 7th. Is there any adjustments you have to make as a hitter going from aluminum bats in the spring to wooden bats in the summer?
I think the mechanics stay the same. I will say the approach, you got to be a little more direct. You can't get away with as much stuff with a metal bat. So a lot less forgiveness.
0-1 the count after a first pitch fastball from the new pitcher, Khalil Holguin.
Get through.
Ball sneaks through, and that's a leadoff single for the Barons. Can you share how you started your baseball journey, who or what got you into baseball?
So my dad played baseball at Syracuse, got drafted really late, back when they had stupid amount of rounds, as a lefty pitcher by the Red Sox, and he grew up in New York. He's a Yankees fan his whole life. And so he got me playing baseball when I was like 3 years old, and I just fell in love with it ever since.
Runner on first for Jackson Tyler, nobody out. You played at Saragadina High School. There's a few players like Nigel Buckley and
yes, sir.
A few others. What was that team like at Junipero Cerro and Gardena?
Super tight. I mean, I think our biggest strength was team chemistry. We weren't super talented, but we just loved baseball so much, and we loved each other, and that's why we made playoffs so many times, and we have that Division III CIF championship.
You spent your first collegiate season at San Diego State. You're in the transfer portal now, but what's something you learned from that first year of experience?
Oh, man, I learned a lot, especially as a guy who didn't play every day, and you get to see things happen. The game gets fast really quick when you transition from high school to college. But the biggest thing I learned was you got to be able to slow the game down and just trust yourself at the end of the day. And I think that comes with experience, too.
What's one thing that helps you slow the game down, whether mentally or something physically?
I think we all have our different strategies. For me, it's taking a breath. Breath work is huge for me. And sometimes even just remembering, get out, baby. Get out, baby. Oh.
Off the wall. Troubled by Sells, who just came into the ball game. Williams heads for third. A throw offline, and there's two runners in scoring position after the long double by Tyler. You spent time with Jackson Tyler at San Diego State.
Yeah.
You know, what can you share about him? That's something that you watched.
He's an amazing guy. I mean, he got the rough end of the stick. He was injured the first half. But just spending time with him, our dorms were next door to each other, and we went to the field every day. It was a great experience, especially I kind of knew him before getting to campus, but we worked out a lot together. We had the same class schedule because we were similar majors. So he's a really good teammate, super athletic, and a really talented guy. So I'm excited what he does this summer for us.
Nobody out. Two runners in scoring position for David Aguirre. The second baseman's 2 for 3 today. First pitch from Holguin, sent right back up the middle. Williams comes in to score. Tyler gets the wave around third. The throw from Espinoza is cut off. 2 runs come in, and the Barons lead 8-4. We've seen this season in your playing time, right, in your at-bats, you've sent some balls really far. You know, you just missed, I would say, the wall a couple of times, right? But is that something that you're working on, the power in your swing?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm a very big contact hitter, and I think the next level for me would be adding a little more slug to that. So that'll be important.
If you could take me back to your high school days and your decision and why you committed to San Diego State in the first place.
They were the first school to take a chance on me, and my mom always told me, like, you got to go with where you're loved, and I felt loved, and that played a huge part in my choice, and the location, of course, too. It's nowhere better to be.
How'd you like living in San Diego for that school?
It was amazing. The weather was awesome. They're right next to the beach. There's a ton of good food spots. It was a great place.
Again, we're here with Marc Emmerman. There's a balk ruled by home plate umpire Khalil Holguin. Didn't see it, but he balks, and Aguirre moves over to third. What's something that you've learned from coaches like James Bishop or Lorenzo Gray and the rest of the coaching staff here with the Barons this summer?
I think when we play baseball, we forget how fun it's supposed to be. And I think when you're having fun, it's the easiest to do well, or at least pretend you're doing well, like fake it till you make it and stuff. So I think instilling that funness in a thing that we call a game is really important. That's something that has been preached here a lot to me.
Carlos Morales reaches first on the fielder's choice. The ball went to Christian Santiago. Ball went to Christian Santiago, and the shortstop fired on home. Aguirre was tagged out for the first out of the inning. We'll have to correct the scoreboard as they give a hit to Morales. He's at first base, 1 out. Back to the top of the order for Elijah Clayton. Now, San Diego State, they played this past season in the Mountain West, correct? But they're a team that's transitioning to the Pac-12, the new Pac-12. Did you get any of the behind-the-scenes look at that, or were you
A little bit. We saw all the teams that were joining it, especially for baseball, like Dallas Baptist. They're a powerhouse. And I think it was in the back of our heads, like, no matter what happens this past season, we're prepping to join with the big dogs, essentially. So a lot more TV, a lot more money, a lot more opportunity. It's going to be a lot more challenging, too. So that was kind of what I saw.
Did you have a favorite player to watch growing up?
Derek Jeter, until he retired. That was my guy.
Do you like any local teams, or what's your favorite MLB team?
I'm a Yankees fan because of my dad.
That's right.
And so my mom is from L.A., and so we have a split household. I have a younger sister who's also a diehard Dodgers fan. So that 2024 World Series was terrible for the house.
I can imagine. There's another balk on the field. Khalil Holguin didn't come set for a second, and Morales is up at second base. It's a 1-2 count to Elijah Clayton. You're here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Barons have already pushed across 2 runs, and are joined by one of the Barons infielders, Marc Emmerman. What can you share about your transfer portal journey and what teams you might be talking to?
Yeah, it's tough because I'm going to be a sophomore, so this is my freshman year. It's something completely new. The transfer portal stuff is relatively new too. It kind of brings me back to recruiting in high school. Like, okay, now you kind of start from scratch essentially. But I mean, there's thousands of kids in the portal, and that means there's thousands of schools that need guys. So I think just finding the right fit, like a long-term fit, is essentially the goal for me. And there's tons of spots to play baseball at too. That's never going to worry me at all. Get through.
Ball hit hard to the third baseman. Morales goes for third. The throw to first in time.
That's a good play.
That was a bang-bang play by Nomar Vasquez. He started running towards the bag, realized Morales was going to beat him to the bag, and made a throw on the run to first in time, and Clayton runs well. There's 2 outs in the inning. Morales is at third. Chance for the center fielder, Eiji Sawamura. Is there a player that you really bonded with here early on in the summer, the first couple weeks?
I think reconnecting with Amari Hackett. That's a guy I grew up playing with since I've known him since I was 11 years old. Ended up going to high school with him too. I mean, just seeing him again and playing with him has just been amazing. Even when I'm not on the field, it just makes baseball so much more fun. And it's good to be back too. Makes me realize it's good to be back home.
Do you have a favorite thing to snack on while in the dugout?
I am a big electrolyte guy. I have a superstition before every at bat. I take a sip of my electrolytes and then I go hit. So I don't really snack on things too much during the game.
Rodriguez mishandles that pitch. Carlos Morales comes in to score on the pass ball. It's the 3rd run of the inning. The Barons lead 9-4 over the Philippines baseball group. You're a native to Torrance. I like to ask players from their hometown, is there a particular food spot that you want to put other people onto?
I mean, I'm an In-N-Out guy.
Okay.
I have a ton of food allergies, actually, so I don't get to eat out as much. My mom, super big on, like, cooking and stuff, so I was always eating good. But one place that I can't eat at is In-N-Out, and so that's usually my go-to if I eat out with any guys or people.
What's your go-to In-N-Out order?
You're going to think I'm crazy. It's 6 orders of fries and a large pink lemonade.
So no burger?
No burger. I can't eat the burgers.
Okay. That's fair.
A lot of carbs.
Yeah.
It's good if you want to bulk.
I feel that. Any animal fries or just straight?
Straight
plain?
fries.
Okay.
Straight fries, a little bit of ketchup.
1-2 count. That pitch just misses the zone for ball 2. Holguin thought it was strike 3. Inning continues. Bases empty for Eiji Sawamura. We're joined by Marc Emmerman, one of the infielders for the Academy Barons this summer. While you were at San Diego State and traveling with the team, was there one ballpark that stood out in the facilities in general?
I gotta say USC's new stadium is just amazing. And then where our conference tournament was at, Sloan Park, the spring training field for the Cubs, that was hands down incredible too.
It's a strikeout looking to end the inning here in the home half of the 7th. The Barons do get 3 runs, and they lead 9-4. Big thanks again to Marc Emmerman for joining us on the broadcast, and we wish you the best of luck this summer.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Big thanks again to Marc Emmerman, who joined the broadcast in the bottom of the 7th inning. It was a long inning for the Barons. They pushed across 3 runs, some timely hits by Nathaniel Williams. Jackson Tyler arguably had his best hit of the season, while David Aguirre came up with a 2 RBI single. Pinch hitter to start things off in the top of the 8th inning. The PBG offense down to their final 6 outs of the evening. Mason Fang comes in to pitch hit for Caden Lewis in the cleanup spot. Lewis finishes the day 1 of 3, had a key RBI double in the 5th inning. Holden Hungerford still out there on the mound for the Academy Barons. It's his 3rd inning of work. Has retired 6 straight batters. He's yet to give up a base runner since coming in the ball game in the top of the 6th. First pitch strike. Hungerford, another strong lefty. 2 quick strikes, and Fang down in the count. Nearly hits the edge of the zone, but that's ball 1. Going back to Emmerman's interview, we had talked about him coming on in the 5th inning, and I think he lost track of the time, but glad he did still make his way to the press box. In the bottom of the 7th. We'll timestamp that for you in case you missed it, or if you want to go back and listen. Got 3-player interviews so far. We'll continue to have some. Eventually get 2 interviews in per game as we get more comfortable and acclimated. 2 balls and 2 strikes after the foul ball by Fang. We'll reset the defense for you as well. Fang lifts one into the air, doesn't leave the infield. Aguirre does drift into the outfield grass now, and that's the first out of the inning. Jason Delviar still at first, Aguirre at second. Elijah Clayton at short, and at third, Nathaniel Williams. Carlos Morales still behind the plate. And in the outfield from left to right, Jackson Tyler, Eiji Sawamura, and Antonio Lujan. Isaiah Chavez is the new hitter, pinch hitting for Christian Santiago. It's going to be interesting to see who comes in where. Santiago, the shortstop. Isaiah Chavez listed as as a catcher on the roster. Comes up empty on the swing. Caden Lewis played right field. 0-2 count. Hungerford back from the stretch, back from the windup, and delivers the next pitch downstairs. We just saw Mason Fang pitch. Hint, he's an outfielder. Pitch it for Caden Lewis. Got to imagine he'll take over in right field. That's on the edge of the zone. Strike 3. Chavez retired quickly for the second out of the inning. It's the third strikeout for Hungerford in his outing. Barron's pitching staff has come through time and time again on the evening. That's 10 strikeouts for the entire pitching staff. 3 pitchers total. 6 by Lopez, 1 by Solis, and 3 by Hungerford. 2 outs for Nomar Vasquez, and he sends the first pitch foul towards the first base dugout. And a lot of action here in tonight. Assistant coach Lorenzo Gray was tossed while he was at first base after he didn't agree with a close call. We had Mays Borgmeyer not on the lineup card, and James Bishop was upset. Had some words for the Philippines baseball group dugout. This ball gets into the left field corner and sails into the Barons bullpen. Williams had a chance at it. It hit off his glove, but that was going to be a really tough play for the third baseman. A runner in scoring position for the Philippines baseball group offense. But again, after that substitution from Mays Borgmeyer, and he was not on the lineup card, things just felt a little bit intense since then. Coach Bill Pickett's had some choice words for the opposing dugout. First pitch from Hungerford to Noah Rodriguez. Morales can't find it, and it sails out of play. Rodriguez struck out swinging in his first at-bat. He was the first batter to face Holden Hungerford. We didn't go through every box score, but he mainly played outfield at Savannah State. Did play a couple games at second. Moved back to Aguirre, no tag as Vasquez in standing. 8 hits for the PBG offense, 4 of them have been doubles. They only had 1 double entering tonight, so the offense has produced, but the pitching hasn't kept it close. Ball hit into the air, left field and deep. Tyler, long run towards left center. This one takes a big hop over the left center wall. Vasquez comes in to score, the 5th run of the ball game. The PBG offense cuts the deficit to 4. Another ground rule double, the second of the inning. Hungerford looks a little bit more vulnerable as he retired the first 8 batters he faced since coming out of the bullpen. Another pinch hitter. Gavin Vanderpool makes his way to the plate. He hits from the left side, so a lefty-on-lefty matchup. 2 outs, runner on second. Vanderpool is a native to San Diego. Hungerford goes off speed first pitch, puts it on the edge for strike one. Vanderpool on the season has no hits and 3 at-bats. It's his 3rd appearance on the season. Front door breaking ball finds the spot. 2-strike count. Hungerford kicks, deals, that's on the edge, and strike 3. Vanderpool goes down looking to end the inning, but the PBG offense gets one more run. They trail 9-5 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Last opportunity for the Barons to pick up any insurance runs as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Thanks for tuning in to Academy Barons Baseball. Back with the action after this. Back here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel, Khalil Holguin still on the mound for the Philippines baseball group. He'll take on the 3-4-5 hitters. Gave up 3 runs in the 7th inning, but picked up a strikeout to end the inning. Lujan to lead things off. 1 for 3 today. The sacrifice fly in the 4th. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Defensive changes for the Philippines baseball group. Braden Sells in left field. Eric Espinoza still in center. Gavin Vanderpool takes over in right. Lujan skies the next pitch into the air. Rodriguez can't make the grab as it hits off the netting. Lujan gets another chance. 1-1 count. In the infield, Mason Fang takes over at short. Isaiah Chavez takes over at first. Ajani Reichster checked in a few innings ago at second. Noah Rodriguez still behind the plate. The only starter in the infield is Nomar Vasquez at third. During the next break in the action, too, we'll update you on some scores. Things have gone interesting in the NBA Finals, Game 4, excuse me. 2-strike count after Lujan's foul ball. Long pause from Holguin. Lujan takes ball 2. Pretty close to the letters. Started a bit too high. Lujan fouls off another pitch towards the first base side. It's Tashi Nakawake over as the first base coach. coach Lorenzo Gray thrown out of the ball game to end the bottom of the 6th. There was a close play at the bag, and he did not agree with the call. Lujan slaps it into left field. Opposite field power as it gets down and it hits off the wall. Extra base hit. Lujan up at second. Another leadoff double for the Barons offense. Second hit of the ball game for Lujan. Picked up 2 RBIs in the second inning. Barons have 9 runs off 14 hits.
For the Barons, number 23, Jason Delviar.
Jason Delviar has doubled in his last 2 plate appearances. Was hit by a pitch twice, so he's 2 for 2. Holguin set. The righty's first pitch. Delviar fouls it off his front leg. The double that Delviar just hit in the 6th inning only missed the wall by a few feet. He leads the California Collegiate League with 3 home runs on the season thus far. Some scores from around the California Collegiate League. Santa Barbara Foresters lead the Arroyo Seco Saints 6-4 in the bottom of the 9th inning, so the last chance for the Arroyo Seco Saints offense. Delviar sends the next pitch foul. And things just got started. In Orange County, the Riptide have a 1-0 lead over the San Diego Bombers in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Those are the scores from the CCL South Division. 0-2 count. Delviar can't connect. Strikeout for the first out of the inning.
36, Bryce Morrison.
Bryce Morrison steps in with the runner in scoring position. Made great contact today, but he's 0 for 4. Sometimes that's how baseball works. The first pitch strike on the edge of the zone. You have to like the swing that Morrison's shown off tonight. A USC commit, just graduated high school. One of the younger players on the roster, playing with a lot of collegiate players, different levels of experience. It's a foul ball off Rodriguez on his throwing arm. Shakes off his right arm. Count moves to 0-2. Holguin's next pitch. Morrison can't connect, and that's the second out of the inning. After the leadoff double, Holguin locks in, gets 2 strikeouts on the next 2 batters. Daniel Williams, or no, it's a pinch hitter. We'll see Sean Ishii come in to pinch hit.
Attention, please, pinch hitter of the game for the Barons. Coming to the plate for Nathaniel Williams, number 31, Sean Ishii.
Sean Ishii comes in to pinch hit for the switch hitting Nathaniel Williams. His day is done. Goes 2 for 4 at the plate. Scored 1 run. First pitch cuts outside. A lot of movement on that pitch from the right-hander Holguin. The second appearance on the season. In his first, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. He's gone 5 outs thus far. He started the ball game in the bottom of the 7th. That's when he came in. He gave up 3 runs in the 7th inning off 3 hits. He also balked twice in that inning. So some little things he has to clean up. The 1-0 to Ishii. Count even. Two balls and 1 strike. Scoreboard is incorrect. 2-1 the count. Ishii takes a ball downstairs. Jackson Tyler is the batter on deck. Ishii hits a slow dribbler into Vasquez. He charges on the run. Accurate throw to first in time. We'll see if Ishii stays in the ball game and takes over for Williams at third. He is an infielder, but we haven't seen him play third base just yet this season. We do have a score update from Madison Square Garden. Spurs lead 106 to 105 with 5.5 seconds left remaining in the final quarter. So things are getting interesting there at Madison Square Garden. To the top of the 9th. 4-run lead for the Academy Barons, so it will be a save situation for Ethan Matties. He's the new pitcher in the ball game for the Academy Barons. So some defensive changes to let you know about. Sean Ishii takes over at third base for the Academy Barons and replaces Nathaniel Williams. And then Ethan Matties is the new pitcher on the mound for the Academy Barons. Matties made 1 appearance this season, went an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, which was earned. He did walk 3 batters and picked up 2 strikeouts. ERA of 5.40 early on this season. Second appearance on the year. And Matties is a native to Carson, went to Los Alamitos High School, just finished his freshman year. And he played this past season at Holy Cross. Holy Cross gave him 5 appearances on the spring. Pitched 5 1/3, gave up 5 runs. Batters hit .296 against them. That's the line this past spring for Ethan Matties. He'll face the 9-1-2 hitters. Ajani Wrightster gets his first at-bat of the evening. First pitch strike over from Matties. Another left-hander that we've seen in the evening. The third for pitching coach A.J. Monterez. Gabriel Lopez started the ball game. So Lisa right-hander then came in. Then Holden Hungerford came in to pitch 2 innings. Came in to pitch 3 innings, excuse me. Swing and a miss from Wrightster, and he's down in the count 1-2. Originally, this spot was Christopher Vercelis, who started the ball game. Mays Borgmeyer came in to pinch hit. Didn't play the defensive spot. And then Ajani Wrightster came in defensively as a substitution. So it's his first at-bat of the evening. We saw him in the first game of the season. Right-hander steps back in. The 1-2 pitch from Addies. Fouled off the front foot of Wrightster. Those always hurt. See a lot of players wear the shin guards that does have that front padding that covers not the whole foot, but a good chunk of the foot, at least the laces portion. Another 1-2 pitch. Matties misses everything. It gets past Carlos Morales. The count runs full. Check that. It's an even count, 2-2. That ball misses outside, and we have a full count. Payoff pitch from Matties downstairs. And that's a walk to lead off the top of the 9th inning. That's what you wanted if you're the Barons pitching coach, A.J. Monterez. Back to the top of the order. Another pinch hitter. Tyler Promonto to pinch hit for Eric Espinoza. That ball's in for strike one. Wrightster at first base. Small lead with the left-hander on the mound. Another pitch outside. Matties hasn't looked as sharp. He was up in the count 1-2 on Wrightster. He fouled off a few tough pitches, worked the count full. Some of those last few pitches have been far off the plate. Jam shot, hits softly into right field, and it gets down. Promonto's aboard. Runners on first and second for the PBG offense. It's a 4-run lead, so this counts as a save situation for the Barons. Chance for Braden Sells. We'll see how Ethan Matties responds. Nobody out. A double play would be a huge help for the Academy Barons defense. They haven't turned a double play yet today. They've turned a handful this season already, in the home games at least. Braden Sells steps in, his second at-bat of the evening. Grounded out to Williams at third in his first. That pitch is below the knees. In his first at-bat, he had a 1-0 count in the 7th inning. Hit a soft grounder to Williams. Austin Bass got the start in left field. He finished the day 1 for 2 with the walk. That's on the outer half for strike one. Sells 1 for 5 on the season. Punches one over Aguirre at second base, and it gets into right center. Sawamura cuts it off. A strong throw by the center fielder. Limits Sells to first base only, but a run comes in to score. Wrightster makes it a 9-6 ball game. And just like that, Hector Pena, who makes his way to the plate, represents the tying run. A.J. Monterez calls time, and we'll see a mound visit as he chats with Ethan Matties. Mariolas warming up in the bullpen. He last pitched Sunday for the Academy Barons, and it was a heartbreaking loss Sunday over in Ventura as they lost to the Oaks by a score of 5-4. It was a walk-off two-run home run, and the bottom of the 11th inning. Mariolas was the pitcher. He came in the ballgame in the 9th inning, pitched the 10th, and here in the California Collegiate League, they used the ghost runner. So there was a runner at second. Yolas fell behind 2-0. And on the 2-0 pitch, Yola served up a 2-run shot that allowed the Conejo Oaks to walk off on the Academy Barons for their second loss on the season. Micah Tagium comes in to pinch hit for Hector Pena. Pena had a solid day at the plate. He's pinch hit for Tagium. Maddie's still looking for his first out. There's runners at the corners. Barons lead by 3. First pitch at the knees. Tough call as it's ball 1. The inning started off with the walk, followed by 2 singles. One of them a bloop single by the pinch hitter Tyler Pramonto. 2 straight misses from Maddie's. Mason Fang on deck. Delviar holds the runner at first. Swing and a miss. Tagium helps out the pitcher Maddie's for the first strike in the at-bat. Pitch a bit upstairs and out of the zone. Maddie's from the third base side of the rubber. That runs down and in. It skips off of Morales' glove. Throw goes to second, well behind, and Sells advances into scoring position. More importantly, it takes away the double play ball. The count moves to 3-1. It's a pass ball against Morales. Very uncharacteristic. Usually a solid catcher. Ball hit softly into shallow right center field. Sawamura races in. They're going to send the runner from third. Here's the play at the plate. Morales can't make the pick. Pramonto scores, and it's a 9-7 ball game. It's an RBI for Tagium, the first out of the inning, and Sells advances from second to third base. It's a 2-run ball game. Just like that. Things very uncomfortable for the Barons. Yolas, the right-hander, warming up in the bullpen for the Academy Barons in case things get out of control for Maddie's. He faces Mason Fang, who popped up to Aguirre at second. First pitch runs outside. Maddie's is at 20 pitches in the outing. Sells at third base. 1 out. Infield back. That's at the knees for strike 1. Some moans and groans from the PBG dugout. Morales not able to catch that ball cleanly, so they thought it should have been a ball. Instead, the count is even. That ball gets past Morales, bounces quickly back off the backstop. Very fortunate for the Barons. It's a 2-1 count. That could be a tricky thing here in summer ball. The catcher's unfamiliar with the pitchers, their movement, velocity, and their style. 2-1 count. Maddie's takes a big breath. Delivers a soft chopper back to Maddie's on the mound. He has all sorts of time. Throws to Morales at home, and they have the runner in a pickle. Ishii applies the tag. Sells is out. Score that 1-2-5 for the second out of the inning. Costly mistake. A ball right back to Maddie's. Didn't get a great angle, as I'm sure Sells thought it was going over the pitcher. Instead, Maddie's leaps high off the mound. The throw is high, and Morales did have to leave the ground to make the catch. But there's 2 outs. Runner on first for Isaiah Chavez. First pitch misses the inner half. And things are very interesting here late in this ball game. Philippines down to their final out. Delviar holds the runner at first. Next pitch is fouled back. It's the fielder's choice for Mason Fang. Sells. Caught in between third and home plate. They chase 2. Next pitch from Matties, and he has Chavez swinging out of his shoes. What a pitch. And he's one strike away from picking up the save for the Academy Barons. Chavez steps back in. Matty's set. The 1-2. Just above the letters, a bit outside. Count even at 2-2. Nomar Vasquez hopes for a chance to hit late in this one. Fang creeps off first base. Matty's 2-2, down and in. Chavez scoots out of the way, and we have another full count. You don't want to put another runner on. I would put the tying run at first base. The payoff pitch from Matties. That's just above the letters for ball 4. What a take from Chavez. A lot of confidence. Now there's runners on first and second. Chavez represents the tying run at first base. James Bishop calls time. We're going to see a new pitcher. Mariolas makes his way from the mound. Let me tell you a little bit more about the right-hander when we come back. Back here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. Nerve-wracking time if you're Academy Barons supporter. It was a 4-run lead heading into the top of the 9th inning. The Philippines offense has pushed across 2 runs. Ethan Matties is done for the night. He's responsible for giving up 2 runs. He leaves with runners on first and second, and Amari Yolas takes over on the mound. Second year with the Academy Barons. He made the All-Star game last summer in the California Collegiate League. Yolas makes his second appearance on the season. A high leverage guy at different spots that he's been at. Spent this past spring for the Cumberlands, the University of Cumberlands, and didn't play a whole lot, but while at Cypress College for 1 season and at LA Valley College another season, his first year, he was asked to get outs late in games. Not always the 9th inning for a save, but a lot of times used as that setup man in the 7th or the 8th. Yolas was very effective last season with the Academy Barons. He finished with an ERA of 3 flat. He pitched 12 innings for the Barons last summer. Again, he gave up the walk-off home run to the Conejo Oaks Sunday. A heartbreaking loss for the Academy Barons. We'll see how he responds. He takes on Nomar Vasquez. 2 runners on, 2 outs. First pitch at the knees. And Yolas can really ramp up on the velocity. If you weren't following the team last year, Yolas hit up to 93 on the season. Fastball lives in the low 90s. Fang is the runner at second. Mateo Rodriguez, the pinch runner at first. He represents the tying run. Foul ball straight back. Quickly, 2 strikes on Vasquez. 5th pitcher of the evening. Lopez went 4, Solis went 1, Hungerford went 3. Maddie's only picked up 2 outs. And Yolas to get the final out of the ballgame. Yolas from the stretch, kicks, deals. Slider cuts outside. Strong idea. Vasquez hit a double in his last at-bat, 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. That's in the dirt. Count even to the third baseman. Double here could potentially tie things up. Everyone on their feet in both dugouts. The Philippines down to their final strike. Yolas kicks, deals just below the knees. He tries to get Vasquez to chase a pitch out of the zone, and unsuccessful in 3 attempts. It's a full count. Both runners will move on the pitch. The payoff pitch from Yolas. Front door breaking ball, strike 3. Vasquez retired. A delayed strike call. Vasquez is upset, as is the Philippines dugout, but that's the ball game. So the Barons hang on for a 9-7 victory. A close one till the very end. A lot of things happened in tonight's ball game. Coach Lorenzo Gray got thrown out. There was a couple upset chirps from both sides of the dugout. Head coach Bill Pickett's not too pleased with some action earlier in the day as well. But in the end, the Barons come out on top 9-7. They advance to 2-3 on the year, while the Philippines baseball group drops to 0-3. The Barons will be back home Sunday afternoon. First pitch scheduled at 1:05 as they take on the Orange County Riptide. That's the next time you can catch the Barons here at the Compton Youth Academy. If you can't make it in person, you can always tune into the live stream here on the Academy Barons YouTube channel. For Daphne Bravo and Daniel Tom, my name is Noah Alvarez saying thanks for tuning in to another edition of Academy Barons Baseball. Next time you can catch us is on Sunday afternoon. We hope you have a good night, and we'll catch you next time.